Buddy, what's going? Hey, man. You got that man Trenches News. Lil Durk fast top witness OTF Vonnie will get everybody convicted. Before we get in there, bit, make sure you subscribe right now. I ain't gonna do too much talking, let you get into it.
You want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on IG and purchase a signed copy of my book. That's how you support me. Make sure you smash that like. And follow me on TikTok at Trenches News 383. TikTok at Trenches News 383. Oh, it's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. Mother Nature could come destroy everything, and now you're homeless. So make sure you get back. The kids, the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and civilians. It's Thursday, y'all. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. Remember, CPD can't save you or your local police department, so make sure you're aware of your surroundings and know where your kids are. Today on Trenches News. All right, y'all, we talking about OTF Vonnie and his testimony that will have Lil Durk in jail for the rest of his life. And remember, y'all, all those threads with Money Duke, them trying to kill Old Block and all that, all those threads go into the Lil Pab murder, not the Banks Enterprise, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button so this video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook Market, AJ, he hooked it up. Smash that hype button and that like button. All right, y'all, so Lil Durk is being accused of several charges that he finna have to face on August 20th. And those charges are murder for hire, stalking resulting in death, and firearm charges. Now, OTF Vonnie is a big part of this. Why you say that, Swipe? I told y'all. OTF Vonnie in the paperwork, it says in the first indictment, it says that number 4, caller number 4, whoever he is out there, they said that caller number 4 called Banks and Vonnie and co-conspirator number 5. And told them that what Quando Rondo location at. They told co-conspirator number 5 they called Didi them, and then co-conspirator number 5, Lil Durk told him to call Jam. According to the paperwork, all you gotta do is go back through the paperwork. Now Vonnie, not only did he get the call from number 4, when he got there, he got off the plane and handled all the business. Lil Durk went to an Airbnb and played it safe. You know, I don't know why Lil Durk would even go in California knowing that some business finna be handled, you know, but criminals, man, they go and try to think that they gonna come out of something that they put themselves in, you know, and it's the situation. Everybody mad at everybody else except Lil Durk, saying that, man, that was dumb, bro. He should never rapped about that. He should never went on Academics or Vlad, but he did. So OTF Vonnie got off the airplane, man, and you gonna see everything that they got. He got off the airplane and he went to go and purchase ski masks, guns. He went to go and purchase the cars. He purchased the cars with Lil Durk credit card. He purchased the hotel room with Lil Durk credit card. He swiped for food at the In and Out. That picture that y'all seen with Didi, he swiped it with his card. Now, when a feds asks Vonnie, who did you give the cars to? Who did you give the car to trail Quando Rondo in the picture that y'all gonna see? Most likely 9 out of 10 times, if he talking about 7 years, he already told the feds that he gave the keys to OTF Boogie. You know, we gonna talk about Boogie a little bit later. And then he gonna say, who did you get the guns to and who hopped in the car with Boogie? Was the killers in the car with you? He gonna say, no. It was Flocka, Jam, and Brown Eyes in the car, and Boogie was driving. Who was in the car with you? Riding with you, trailing Quando Rondo. Oh, it was me and Didi. They gone already. They gone. You could count them as fried. You hear me? I just broke it down to y'all. You can't even argue with that because they got cameras and everything, man. Vonnie was the one who identified them with masks on. Even though they was wrapped up, he the identifier. You hear me? That's how they got in the feds. So look. So next, right? You ask them, okay, so what did you go after those guys got on the airplane? I went back and got over with Durk. Okay, so did you go to Verizon Wireless 2 days later and swap out the phones and return one to Banks with a new number? Yeah. And what are those numbers? And he gave them all those numbers that he had wrote down. He got all the phones, so they got all the information about the texting, what's on the phones, and all that. If they wasn't bugged, but the critical thing is for Lil Durk, man. This is what I'm gonna say that's gonna nail Lil Durk. Cause if you say he could fight all what I just told you, if Vonnie got back on that plane with Lil Durk after giving him a new phone, and he got back on that plane, they gonna say Durk knew about it, man. You was aware. That's all they gotta prove. Hey, look, in this case with Lil Durk, they don't gotta prove no money. Like the stalking, all they gotta do is prove that Lil Durk stalked Quando Rondo before this. Which Vonnie gonna prove that because Vonnie was in a car with Quando Rondo. Now, I mean, he was in a car with Lil Durk now shooting at Quando Rondo. Him, Bezu was the driver, and Lil Durk. And Vonnie saying that Lil Durk had shot. That's when 30 rounds was fired off at them, but they saying that more rounds, 3 different weapons was used. So Quando Rondo and them crew must have had to return fire. I got that video too. But it's just my opinion, man. Y'all can get in the comments and get y'all's, man, without the hatred and all that, bro. You know, I'm not the one fighting this case. I just give my opinion and break down the cases. And I think Lil Durk cooked, man. It's just they did too much. They used airplanes. You gotta use your real ID. And they went to the furthest extent to get them when they could have got them where they lived at, which is Georgia. But I'm finna play these videos and get back to y'all.
New motion today to ban him from the county until he goes to trial. In today's filing, the state lays out a number of shooting incidents where Rondo was believed to be the target. The most recent was this one on September 20th on Skidaway Road. And according to prosecutors, a group of people shot at one another. That includes Quando. The state says nearly 30 shell casings were recovered and nearly 4 firearms were used, including an AR-15 assault rifle. 2 people were shot, but they survived. Now the DA's office wants him prohibited from Chatham County until he goes to trial on charges that he violated Georgia's Street Gang Terrorism Act. They say that his mere presence poses a danger to the citizens of the county. Quando Rondo, whose real name is Twaquane Bowman, is due back in court. This is supposed to happen in November.
3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back. Can I get some space, please? It ended at Santa Monica Boulevard. Deputies found it peppered with bullet holes and a shattered window. One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage, had been shot. The 23-year-old was taken to the hospital where he died. A scene left with remnants of the fight, shoes left in the street, doors flung open. The suspects still on the run. We still don't know what spurred it all, but LAPD says it started at a gas pump.
The victim vehicle, they pulled up, they were pumping gas, and it looks like they probably finished pumping gas, and the suspects approached from the alley, got out of the car, and started shooting at those victims.
Investigators are still trying to piece together details, but they're looking for a white 4-door sedan with suspects wearing dark clothing.
Police helicopters overhead, so we knew something was up.
People in the neighborhood shocked by the news.
Disappointed. There have been a lot of incidents in the past couple of years. It does seem that things have been happening more often on Melrose, between Fairfax and Melrose and around here.
Awaken the instinct. Center, ride, connected.
If you're so profitable, why do you sell a course? Well, you know what? Here you go. I don't care. It's all free. I'm giving it away. We have like 6 different courses in here. The same strategies that made me a full-time trader. And we have like 24,000 members inside of this group. And
according to TMZ, Rondo...
So after all that, right, Quando and them people got killed, everybody thought that it was some Mexicans because they got on the internet and said that they ran off on a plug. So we thought it was that. Until Brick Baby, Lil Durk, and Quando Rondo went on Big U channel. That's when we figured it out, and we put 2 and 2 together that they was involved with it. Now, why would Lil Durk go on there knowing that he was involved with it or his people did it? Ain't nobody gonna put him responsible, man. Everybody gonna blame everybody else except him. That was a stupid mistake. We gonna keep it going though.
Yeah, slap for Vonnie, right? Yeah. They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who
say
died?
you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FG Cash? Or who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Oh, what's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term. Like, no more slide for mine.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though,
Oh, yeah.
slap for Vonnie, right?
Twin, why you telling, bro? You snitching, bro. Y'all niggas be so goddamn no snitch, snitch case, all this fuck snitches. Yeah, if you a snitch, we gonna beat your ass. Yeah, you a rat, we gonna beat your ass. Yeah, rat cake. Yeah. All this rat shit, all this snitch shit, and you on the podcast, you telling all the business. Man, why chat, boy? You on the podcast telling all the business, like, God damn, boy, what? Boy, you grown in hell, twin. You doing all this telling on the podcast. No jumper, bro. Lame, man.
Yeah.
Pull up Floyd Mayweather. Pull up Vaughn. Oh, yeah. You get triggered by this. Beat the shit out of this little ass, man. You get triggered by the slide for Vaughn comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the order. You be seeing the comments a lot? They kind of chilled out a little bit. I wonder why. Me though. We different in Iraq. I feel like this bitch.
Rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquayan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, a.k.a. Vonnie, Asa Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between 2 groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented 2 cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man, known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2, carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA.
How did your son get on the account?
He put them on the accounts. He put them on the accounts due to me. You know what I mean? This is what he did. He put them on the accounts due to me, and that's just what it is. This is what it is. He put them on the accounts due to me. So therefore, he owned all the accounts, but he taking all the money out the account, putting the money in the safe deposit box. But guess what? Vaughn don't know he's finna get killed. And now you're gonna be able to go to the safe deposit box and clean all the money out without Vaughn. And I don't know the person. And we ain't grew up together. How easy is that? Especially if you grew up in Snake, Atlanta, you ain't grew up in Chicago. My son would have never been in the position that he was in if it wasn't for me. How could you take all these millions? Sudman, this is what Islam says. And you got to make Tawbah with God. If you just want to pay me and give me $2 million for killing my nephew, then that's what you do. And you don't ask God for forgiveness, then that's on you. Islam says you have, or I could forgive you, but I'm not finna forgive you for killing my nephew for someone who was good and this, that, and other. I'm not going to forgive you. Y'all got the bag. Y'all could have been dropped the bag off. Here, go on, go somewhere. You know what I mean? Go on, go somewhere. You know nephew won. You know you led him to Islam. You go on here, go somewhere. Here you go. And it's up to them to make Tawbah. This is repentance to God. God forgive everything. Got to play the blood money. This is what Islam say, because this is a celebrity and y'all think I'm a nobody, but I'm connected to the higher power. Y'all ain't got to pay the blood money. Y'all been knowing about this. And he said it. She said it. She said, I went and got the hard drive and gave it to who it belonged to. She said, I gave it to Durk. She said it. It's on live when she's driving in her Range Rover. What are you talking about, hard drive? She went in the bedroom. We don't know nothing about nothing. Me and his family don't know nothing about no music stuff. We don't know nothing about no music. She went right in the room, got the hard drive, and then went and got on live and said she gave the hard drive to Durk. Or gave it to his people. She didn't say Durk. She said she gave it to his people. And his people, which is my son. And then my son gave it to Durk. And then I text my son. I told him, I said, make sure you put the hard drive. Don't give it to Track. Because I thought he was going to give it to Track. He texted me back, like I ain't going to give it to him. And the hard drive had over 3,000 songs on it. So that's why Durk is sounding like Vonnie now. R. Kelly wrote Fortunate, but Maxwell sang it. R. Kelly wrote Fortunate, but Maxwell sang it, so that's why he sounded like him. That man had over 3,000 songs. I'm gonna give you this. Kayla, my niece. It is what it is. She my niece. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what it's what it is. She my niece. You know what I mean? My son is the orchestrator. She just got baited in. She my niece. So you got to go to the person who was throwing the baits, and you got to go to the person that was paying, but who my son worked for. That's it. Bottom line. That's it. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Your son the jack of the jacks, man. He the jack of all trade. He done got everything. Hey, look,
listen, I call him.
If you would have got the money from Durk and Vonnie, would you still be coming out? Would we ever heard of this back door from Vonnie?
I would be bogus because they paid the ransom. They paid the ransom. This is what Islam says. Know that they wouldn't. It's wrong for you to expose your brother.
Wait. So you saying you would have swept it up? So you saying you would have turned a blind eye to it? You would have had
Listen. Even because I snapped from the beginning. My mother told me, don't never let nobody know what you're thinking. I snapped from the beginning. So guess what? 6 months or 7 or a year after I didn't snap. Hey, Unc, where you at? Come on. Here, man. I'm finna come back out there. I'm finna take a video inside of rehab. Man, I was tripping and woo and then go shoot something down at 4K Trade. All this to support the lie. You know what I mean? Because you got to cover your brother whether he right or you wrong. You don't expose your brother's sins just like you don't want your sins exposed. Don't expose your brother. Islam says if you kill somebody, you can forgive them or give us your life or pay the family the blood money. So pay the family the blood money. There, get it them and telling them. They know I know what's up. Nigga, you know dude took me with him. Bet you he ain't tell you that. You know he took me with him. Because the only people that can testify, like I told my son, I'm going to keep it a buck. You got me and Fats to testify on your behalf. They don't know about Vonnie murder. They don't know about that. Why did you do it? You did it because of dude.
Okay, now they said when you said that you will testify with Fats, is that a Durk trial?
Where if it's a new trial.
Get up with my pops, man.
Sides to stories. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody got their own story, so we just got to listen. But I do think that Brother Hassan, he just jumped ahead of the curve, that Vonnie was going to end up flipping on Durk. And this had to get out there because it might come out. And then, you know, he want his son to come home. And he's saying that Durk did it. And he encouraging his son to say he did it. But
because Von trusted him. So now it was like, when Von died, you was an authorized user on anything. You could access anything because you was an authorized user. Why is his, like I said on the thing before, why is his safety deposit box cleared out in December of 2020? He died in November.
Oh yeah, I know that based on like receipts, like motherfuckers had to sign in and shit like that.
It was a piece of mail that came to the house. I seen it personally from Chase. That's what I said in the on the live.
On the live. Yeah. So when he like when if y'all I don't wonder because I'm saying allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly. Yeah. So this for all our sake, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna say allegedly. Yeah. So but say allegedly he did this, it's like what do you think the motive is? It's like if this Von homie and it's like Von trusting him to this extent, do you feel like it's just like it ain't like what's to that? Like what's your thoughts on that?
It just don't make sense. And I found out when he died, that wasn't even his real cousin. I thought it was his cousin at first.
Oh, Von thought it was his cousin too?
So I thought it was his cousin. But it wasn't because that was his daddy best friend's son. And I didn't know where he came from. Like until Von got out, I guess his daddy, best friend, which is, I call my Uncle Craig, which is Vonnie daddy. We real cool. I guess he introduced my son, he be in Atlanta, he got motion and shit like that. That's why Von moved out there. He moved out there. And Vonnie was making sure Von was good out there, and then when Von started rapping and shit,
so Vonnie, okay, Vonnie is he thought it was his cousin or whatever. When his cousin, it was his daddy's brother's friend.
This October 25th or 26th when he did the Muslim thing down at fucking Navy Pier. That's my first time seeing him since the funeral. I called the man Monday. He changed his number, and he locked up that Thursday.
So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know about the money part, but they don't need the money part. That's why they got different charges. If they stick them with the stalking resulting in death to Lil Pop, he gone for the rest of his life. They ain't gotta put in no money. And guess who gonna do that? OTF Vonnie. Because OTF Vonnie saying he was in that car and he had to show the feds proof for them to even bring it up. They ain't just putting nothing in this paper that they ain't seen digital evidence. They tracked his phone probably, made sure that he was with Durk them, that got picked up and everything, and then they got Durk phones and Baby 2 phone too. I showed y'all how easy it is to get in the phone for them. If you go to jail and sit in jail for a week, they could get in all your electronic devices without a warrant because they subpoenaed it from Google. And if you don't get in contact with Google within 7 days, they ain't your account. But the stalking don't stick because of that. And then, not only that, Vonnie was on the plane with Lil Durk. He flew on the plane with Lil Durk once they got the call. He set up everything. He got the guns, the ski masks, the cars, put a Uber's plate on there as if they was Uber. Lil Durk rapped about all this. Then Lil Durk lawyer, Drew, he had this case right here. It could have had some type of leeway for Lil Durk at first. But then when Drew went in on there, like he always do, he's trying to sway the public. That's what he do. He sway the public like he winning or he doing something special. So he went on Vlad TV and DJ Academics. When rule number 1 is you don't talk about your defending case or he don't talk about his case to nobody because it could be used against you. And that's what happened. The feds used it against him. They superseded Lil Durk and came with the stalking of Quando Rondo once they got the information for OTF Vonnie. Not only that, the plane ride, we waiting to see, and the paperwork, because it will be dropping soon, we waiting to see how OTF Vonnie got back on the plane. Did he leave back with Lil Durk? After the murder, did he go back with Lil Durk to the Airbnb? Because if he did, it's his word against Lil Durk's, man. He could say that he went back to the Airbnb and told Lil Durk that the job is complete, and they celebrated. You hear me? What if he got video showing that Lil Durk laughing and talking about it? He secretly recorded them, So we gonna wait till we see what happened. But I know, man, that I ain't seen nobody come out the feds. Y'all haven't either. We ain't seen nobody who committed a heinous crime like they saying that Lil Durk them committing all these shootings and murders. We ain't seen them come out, man. We ain't seen Goonie Gang. We ain't seen none of the people who went in there. Everybody always say the same thing when people get locked up. The feds ain't got nothing. We haven't seen nobody exit out the federal building saying that they won and they beat all charges. Lil Durk is finna get hit with something. And then that's why I say it's bad to fight the cases separate, because they got most of the evidence. I ain't gonna lie. They got most of the evidence on this Lil Pop situation. Like, Lil Durk, he was in California. He rode on a plane with the co-conspirators. He possibly flew back with the other co-conspirators, you know what I'm talking about, and that's known. And then, like, the Marley and AJ case, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Lil Durk lawyer, I could challenge a lot of things that said in that. But for the simple fact that he went not only to $1 million worth of game, he went to the video shoot, and you putting the killer in the video, that's awareness. That's saying that you knowing that he killed Stephon Mack, man. That's what they're saying, bro. And then plus the other witnesses. Now, hey, look, all the witnesses on this case is Lil Durk homies or was once his homies. Even Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon was getting striker cars from them, hot cars, and all that until it broke bad. Till he ran out of money, and then he finessed Zoo. And once he finessed Zoo with the $30,000, which I don't know why Zoo gave up $30,000 for a track halt when he could have went to go and put down for a brand new track halt. I wouldn't have just, he could have brought a used track halt, if that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know the situation, but I know for a fact that Zoo.
Visit GovX.com and join a community of patriots and pros. You've earned it. GovX, savings for those who serve.
I paid him and he ran into him, because Zoo used to talk about it on the internet, but it used to go over people's head that he got beat, you know, and we ain't ever know what he was talking about. Well, the people that's not from the streets. But yeah, man, OTF Vonnie, he gonna lay belt to Durk, man. He's the key biggest witness, man. And then all the rest of them, like Flocka, they probably never talked to Lil Durk. So what they gonna be used for is OTF Didi. Who hired y'all? Didi hired me. Didi called me. Did you talk to Lil Durk? No, I ain't talked to Lil Durk. That'll be a win for Lil Durk. But the feds using people for everything. You know what I'm talking about? Like, who called you? Like, who called number 2? According to the federal paperwork, it's saying that Lil Durk and co-conspirator number 5, which is they saying the lieutenant, they saying that they called number 2. They said, man, get number 2 on the plane, bro, and fly out. You know, and then that's how they got him out. So if number 2 saying that he got a call from Lil Durk to come out there, you got to make it make sense, man. Like, these people ain't just wake up and guess that from Chicago that what Quando Rondo was, man. It's always a path, Blue's Clues. Somebody had to call somebody in order for somebody else to call somebody else, what I'm getting at. And then they got the guy, co-conspirator number 3, all these guys missing. And he saying that, you know, Lil Durk texted him and told him he a different animal. He finna slide for Vonnie at all costs. And they exchanged texts about Lil Pop hit. Co-conspirator number 3, he had a text to Lil Durk, you know, showing him the news clip. So all of it's bad, man. I just think that Lil Durk shouldn't be a part of none of this, but he involved himself in this. He wanted to hang with the wolves. He wanted to rap about it. It's not a good idea when you get your bag, man, to be around any illegal activity, bro. If it ain't legal, don't be around it, bro. If you got homies over there killing, you got homies selling coke, weed, and all that, hey, bro, you're going to get RICO'd because you around them, the feds taking pictures, and they looking at you like you using your money. Even if you ain't got nothing to do with it, you got to sit in jail until it all get break down. Now, it ain't like all these guys saying Lil Durk ain't did nothing. Because if they were some real friends and they had faith in Lil Durk, they would have said that Lil Durk ain't got nothing to do with it. We did it on our own. But everybody else, everybody trying to get out of it. You know what I'm talking about? Including OTF Vonnie. He's bucking for 7 years. Get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Make sure you go and get life insurance, man. If you got kids out here dissing the dead, claiming hats, woofing on the internet, make sure you go and get them life insurance. It's very important. Hey, shout out to everybody who subscribed to my channel. I appreciate all love, support. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches, man. Make sure you support me. Go and get all my merch. Go and get my book. and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to all my mods, everybody who support me, man. Keep working. Hey, anybody could do this. Anybody could achieve it, man. All you got to do is believe, man. Hey, with that being said, make sure y'all go and watch Tyrant Like Father Like Son. It's on Tubi now, man. Tyrant Like Father Like Son is out now on Tubi. Make sure y'all go and follow the series. It's good, man. Shout out to Bodil.
Damn, that shit crazy, man. Man, y'all ain't even see me, boy. I would not know, but I was getting sleepy, boy. But you already know grind don't stop, man. 2:30 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the cut, man. I'm recording and shit, man. If y'all want me to react to anything, goddamn, comment down below, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Durk cooked, nigga not coming home, bro. I mean, I ain't saying it like he not coming home, but from what it's looking like, he probably not gonna be coming home for a little minute. But I hope he do come home, but I'm already knowing he ain't coming home, bro. Anyways, y'all like, comment, and subscribe right now. It is.